etc., etc. Now, the thing is, this guy, like many others, never read my book. Then I got an email, 2 emails, from a friend of mine. I won't give you his name. His first name is Alan. That's it, who was very much on the left at one time, and then after having read my book, The Big Lie, in 2007, 2008, rethought issues and has become very pro-Israeli and writes letters to the Montreal Gazette and other newspapers about the Palestinian narrative, which is, of course, nothing but a fable and a myth, as we know historically, and advocating for Israel and so on. He's a good man. But he sent this email to my publisher for the Freedom Press. And what he says is, "Dear Sir, I enjoyed David's book," he copied the email to me, "I enjoyed David's books on Israel very much, but I'll leave the question of global warming to the scientists, not David." And then he goes on saying he was very impressed with the subsidies Germany gives to homeowners for installing solar panels, geothermal heating units, investing in wind vanes. The country is so environmentally friendly, it's really quite remarkable. And you see, I don't know these things apparently. I happen to know a lot about Germany. I wrote back to him, "Sorry, Alan, I'm afraid you're out of the loop. Germany has cut down and is about to suspend most of its financing to its geothermal sector. It proved too expensive and too inefficient. The evidence is in my book, and I have credible scientific backing for my thesis. I mentioned my son. Michael Mann's now discredited hockey stick metaphor, plus a host of other such absurdities. After diligent research, it simply doesn't hold water." Then I said, "You're better than that, Alan." So he writes back to me, and he says, "Okay, nice to hear from you, etc., but you didn't respond to my most important point, which was about, reducing pollution." Well, actually, I did in the book. So I wrote back to him, and this will be the last thing I say, because I will say this to all my friends who take exception to my book. "No, Alan, I didn't miss the essential point. I speak about this issue in the book, and here we are in perfect agreement. You haven't yet read the book, I take it, or you would surely have moderated your remarks. My argument is solidly backed up with incontrovertible scientific evidence. Reputable sources are given in every case and instance, and I have also followed the changing of fortunes and dubious claims, as well as the private interests of the various characters involved in promoting the AGW scam. I put in about 3 years of work in examining the issue. So listen up, my friend. Read the damn thing before engaging in commentary." Thank you. Oh, there are questions?
Okay, we've got a couple of microphones here. We don't have that much time. We have a reception outside of food and drink afterwards, so we'll just take 2 or 3 questions before we go out. Bill?